Hey, everyone. How are you doing, folks? Say hi in chat if you're here. Oh, let me turn this down a little bit so that I'm not clipping. Hey, Roman.
Hey, good morning, Bren.
How are you?
I'm doing great, doing great. I actually woke up from the noise from football fans.
Oh,
Apparently,
yeah.
Dutch team lost. Yeah.
Congratulations. That means that it's done for you. You can finally get some rest again. Or are you into the football stuff?
No, I'm still rooting for Brazil.
Oh, okay. I
So
have zero like feeling with it, to be honest, and I even get a little frustrated with people who get totally into the hype zone, who act like they are the biggest football fans, but only during the World Championship, and then afterwards they know nothing about it, and I'm like, come on, either be real or nothing. That's my black and white thinking. It's my a me problem in that case, probably,
it's
but
a cultural moment, Brett. It's a cultural
I
moment.
don't.
Okay.
But yeah, congratulations on losing then.
Thanks, thanks.
So yeah, my son is 6 years old and he doesn't watch anything of football, but on school they're talking about it. So he's the biggest fan of Belgium, and I'm like he doesn't know anything about it. But yeah, I support him in his enthusiasm. So.
Yeah,
Hey, folks in chat, it's good to see all of you. Thanks for joining us. We're doing a new kind of thing here today, Roman. Um,
yeah,
Maybe explain it a little bit.
sure.
What's the deal here?
All right, yeah. So I was thinking and actually I felt like there is a maybe not enough communication between PhpStorm team and the community, and especially we have official channels of
Hmm.
communication like Twitter and Blue Sky. We will create or already created, I don't know, account on Mastodon, Reddit. uh, we're everywhere, and our blog, of course, but still we don't have we share only things that we already did, but
Hmm.
we don't share much of things that are work in progress or experiments or um,
Yeah.
just our process of doing things. So that's what I thought we should do
Hmm.
more, and get involved with community more, and just share how it's going, get feedback, and hopefully yeah, something cool can come out of this. And we're gonna start with something I hope is really cool.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, actually, you know what? One thing I wanted to mention,
Hmm.
that so we will launch this PHP state of PHP survey, right?
Yes.
And so one of the examples of how we work I wanted to share is that we launched it together with the PHP Foundation, and one of the feedback that we received was that the AI questions are a little bit too much, and so we hear that. So
Mm.
what we did is we made those questions optional, and next time we will maybe reorganize it a little bit. I think this AI part is still super important for the community, but maybe the format of the questions was uh, like overwhelming,
Yeah.
and it was a too big a portion of the whole PHP survey. So I think that's a good example of where we can like listen to the feedback and take it into account immediately. And same here. So we want the same for ID, for and all the things we're doing. Share the things, and
Hmm.
then take the feedback right away. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Well,
I actually shared like the link to the survey once again in the chat as well. If people are still interested in filling it out, it's still running until, do you know, Roman? What's the deadline?
somewhere in July, I
Yeah.
don't know the exact deadline, but we still have a couple weeks, I think.
Hmm. And so I just want to reiterate how important we think, but the foundation also think this is to try to get as best an image of what's going on in the PHP community. And the problem with surveys is that it's never 100% accurate. That's a reality that you have to deal with. But still, the more people we can reach, the better an idea we, and with we I mean like the PHP community as a whole, gets
Yeah,
of what's going on, and what might be things that the foundation can maybe focus on some more. Also for us, like for PhpStorm, it's also good to know
yeah,
like what are the things people actually are dealing with these days, and how can we help make them more productive.
absolutely. And the thing is that it's absolutely transparent. Like all the data will be publicly available. The results will be publicly available for everyone.
Yeah.
And like anyone in the PHP community can benefit from this, and especially hopefully the PHP Foundation and internals team as well.
Yeah. So I just checked. We just have over 6,000 people who filled it in to date, which is already really great. But we all know that PHP is much larger than 6,000 people.
Yeah.
So definitely go ahead and share it with your own network, with your colleagues, on user groups. Just get the word out. There is still a lot of time to fill it in, and I think it will be a really valuable resource also in the coming years, because if you can do this year by year by year, you get to see the trends. And even when the people filling the survey in might not be 100% representative of the PHP community as a whole, these trends can be really interesting to do further analysis on. So
exactly.
So yeah,
I'm very curious about the results of the most wanted feature for PHP.
Yeah.
I wonder if that still be generics or something else. We'll see.
We'll see. But we're not gonna spoil anything, because we were actually told. I was like, oh, let me already do some teasers here and there of data, but I was actually told by the research team, maybe not do that, because you might influence people, and we definitely don't want to do that. So I'm going to shut up about it until it's finalized, and then we can share lots of, I think, interesting insights, and might actually be some things there that can really impact the PHP community for the coming years. So
yeah, one thing, actually, let's move on to the to our topic today.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Related.
Yeah, I already had a question here from someone that said, like, I'm sure it means lightweight IntelliJ, because we're talking about a lightweight PhpStorm. But actually, it's not lightweight IntelliJ. It's really focused on PhpStorm, right? But maybe you want to just properly set the scene, Roman, and explain what's going on.
Okay. Should I share my screen?
Yeah, definitely. Go ahead.
Okay. Give me a moment. Actually, before I go to this tab, let me go to this one. So Brent and I built a website using Tempest PHP framework.
We still have to update the favicon. I just noticed, no, Roman.
We
forgot. Classic backend web developers here.
Yeah, don't have much skills in the UI, but it's fine.
Yeah.
So the idea behind this website is we want to share some things that we are working on, actively using, and hopefully people find it useful. So one thing that I actually want to make it here, which is not mentioned yet, is sharing the statistics of how different PHP features are used in PhpStorm. For example, how people adopt enums throughout the years. Yeah. So I shared this data in the past during Laracon EU in Amsterdam a couple of years ago, and I'm trying to figure out how to make this data public. But as soon as it's all sorted out, we'll add it to this page. But in the meantime, we have PhpStorm Lite. So let me share what this is. So first of all, this is an experiment, and it might work, it might not work out, but there's definitely a bunch of ideas that we already see are quite interesting and useful. So this is a separate build, just PhpStorm build. It's not IntelliJ platform as a whole initiative. So they have their own initiatives, like more wide initiatives, but this is only about PhpStorm, and it's made by PhpStorm team. And It was triggered by a few messages from different community people. One of them was, for example, Jeffrey Wave, who's writing Laracast. He tweeted like, "Hey, it would be nice to have PhpStorm Lite." So we figured, and we have some stats on which part of PhpStorm are used more and which are used less. So what we tried to do with this build is aggressively trim it. So we removed a bunch of stuff and reorganized a few things. So the disclaimer is that it's an experimental build, so some things may be broken along the way. That's fine. So if you stumble upon anything, please report it on UTrack. So if you press this button here, this is already a prepared draft format, so it has this PhpStorm Lite tag. Then you fill in everything, and it should work. Or you can just join Discord and vent there. So let me show the PhpStorm Lite. Actually, I'll show you like one example that I really like. This is and there are some things that we trimmed down on like let's call it backend side. Like for example, we removed some plugins that are rarely used. You can still install them. Like for example, PhpSpec plugin. We see that it's very rarely used these days, but there's still like, I don't know, 0.1% of users who use it. So if you're still using that plugin or that PhpSpec tool, you still can install it and use it. It's just not available out of the box, and so it doesn't use memory. The bundle is a little bit smaller, and the load time is a little bit faster.
Can I maybe quickly explain to the folks who might not be aware of how our IDEs work? Just a very high level overview. So any JetBrains IDE is built on the IntelliJ platform, which for PhpStorm, it basically means very like dumbed down way of explaining it, but PHP support is basically just an extension, a plugin built on top of that same platform. And then we add the PHP plugin, we add the data grid plugin as well. I actually don't know, that's disabled in this Lite build, right? Or not?
It is, it is disabled.
But we have the WebStorm plugin as well for front-end support. And then we have a whole bunch of other small plugins that add specific stuff for PHP and even outside of PHP. You mentioned PhpSpec support, like support for Blade, support for Twig, support for 10. Well, no, it's around 50 plugins, something like that. I don't. Maybe give or take, rough.
Quite a few,
and each of these plugins, they are small, but you can imagine like these are extensions added to a program, so they take a couple of resources. They require some memory. Maybe they add some inspections, which are like our insights. We like the engine reading code and then finding things out about it, and like everything together just adds up. And so that is what we're trying to optimize here, to have a lightweight build that doesn't then include all the things. You can still install them, but from the get-go, it's a very very lighter build and much more performant actually.
Yeah. So one thing I wanted also to mention is actually not like many people know, but actually the platform is actually open source. So wait a second. IntelliJ community GitHub. I think this is it. So if you go here, this is a publicly available repository, and it's exactly the platform you were talking about. So in theory, you can fork it and build your own IDE on top of this. And there are some examples in the past, people doing that. And some part of PhpStorm are also open source. For example, Pest plugin. It was originally developed by Oliver
Mm-hmm.
from Laravel team.
Yeah.
And we then moved it to PhpStorm to make it bundled experience, and we kept it open source.
When we say bundled, by the way, we mean that like it's just a plugin, but it comes built in with when you install PhpStorm. You can still disable it if you want to, but it's just it's on by default.
Correct. Yeah. So yeah, and what I wanted to say is that apart from different optimizations on the backend, let's say, we also tried to make things feel lighter. And what I mean by that is just trimming different UI quirks and distractions, just to make it smoother and lightweighter. And I'll show a few things, but that's why I wanted to mention this first, so that to make my point. So this is a usual PhpStorm. So this is the latest stable PhpStorm. So if we go here and we call this context menu, there is a bunch of options here. But in reality, people use just a few.
Yeah.
And let me ask you this: which one do you think is the most used?
I know, because you've told me.
Yeah.
Well, do I remember? I think it was the copy path.
Yes,
one.
Exactly. So the like, if you didn't know, maybe you would say new file or something like that. But even with the new file, people actually use a PHP file and just file, or they don't use the rest that often. And the most used is this copy path and reference, and it's significantly more than everything else. So every time, and I do that the same, and I do the same. So I copy that every time. But every time I open this context menu, I still need like half of a second to find it.
Yeah.
It's just, this menu is just too long. I don't need most of these all the time.
Yeah.
But I still lose this half of a second, which is, it's nothing, you may say, but it's still so annoying if I do it. I mean, I feel like I literally physically feel this slow down.
Actually, but this is really important because we talk about performance, and there is of course just absolute measured performance that can improve, but perceived performance is usually even a bigger game changer compared to just absolute performance. And we saw this a couple of releases ago, I think it was 2 years ago, where we made it so that more things were, you could do more actions while the IDE was still indexing. And it just, for me as well, it made such a difference to be able to already create a file even though indexing was still going on, and just that feeling of not being blocked, even though not 100% of things are already indexed and loaded. That's fine, because I usually don't really need all those things when the IDE just started up. And just that perceived performance, nothing changed. Not indexing didn't become faster. Well, actually it did, but for within this use case, nothing changed there. But still, people perceive it as to be much faster, and so that perceived performance is so important. And I would even say more important than just absolute measured performance.
So now this is the light build. So it looks almost the same.
I hoped you would have used the light color scheme by default, but anyway.
I should have.
Missed opportunity there. No, don't change it, because people will complain in the in the chat. No, but go ahead, show the context menu. I'm curious. I haven't seen this before.
Whoa. So that's new file, new PHP file, new class, then copy, rename. Because that's if you think about refactorings, 19% of the time you use rename refactoring.
Rename.
Are less you need them. You still need them, and if you need them, you can press more.
Yeah. But what happens if you press more? Is it just a whole menu? Okay.
It's just a menu. So this is it. So it's it's like immediately so much faster. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, of course it's not faster, but it's like, I feel that it's just like it's such a small thing that makes life, nicer for me. And I hope people find it useful as well. The other thing that concerned me for years, is wait, let me show you these external libraries and scratches.
Yes.
And here's the thing: it's just I never opened this.
Yeah.
So I was wondering why it should be here at all.
Yeah.
Well, you can disable scratch and consoles from here, I think. Like, I don't even remember.
But you're already proving like how difficult it is.
Yeah. Like, how am I supposed to find it? It's like,
you don't find this if you don't know what you're looking for.
Exactly. So I can disable scratch and consoles, but not external libraries.
Yeah.
So what we did here in the light mode, we removed it all.
Yeah.
If you need it, you can still press here and go to any of those.
Makes more sense.
External libraries if you want. But by default, you just need project. And that's it. So I don't know, it makes things a lot, I think, clearer for me. But a side effect of this is that, for example, I create Scratch files all the time. And what Scratch files is just temporary files where you can poke things. And what I like about Scratch files in PhpStorm is that there is a run with eval. I'll show you. So I create a PHP file here, and then I can do echo something like this, and then I can run on any PHP version. Let's say I want to run on the latest, and so here's the thing. If I do the same in normal PHP Storm, it will open these scratches and open this file. So it will kind of like jump to the in the project tree. It will jump to different file, which I don't want. This is like a temporary file. I want to create it, try something real quick, but keep my context in the project tree. I know you can disable this behavior, but then it disables it for everywhere. So again, it's just a small thing, but
really cool.
I hope. The other thing, well, it's disabled for me by default, but let me show you. So when you open PhpStorm, usually you see browser icons here.
Oh, yeah. I always disable them. It's the first
thing. It's always disabled for me as well. Let me actually show it. Whoops, sorry about that. Browser. Yeah, so
you actually have to disable it for HTML files, right? Because PHP is considered...
There is no PHP option here, so it's a little bit confusing. So if I enable it for HTML, it shows them in PHP files. And look, I never need them, especially not in like PHP classes files or anything. So if I want to open a file in browser, I do this. And then it's...
But still, I mean, for modern PHP development, no one is running just a PHP file.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't make sense, right? So I figured, well, let's just disable it by default forever. I mean, if you still want it, go and enable it. One more thing from the UI perspective, there is this thing which shows the status of problems. So if you have some errors or something, there will be this thing. And so by default, I think it looks. So this is by default. It looks like this, which is also a little bit like you already have like a couple distractions, and especially when you type, it it shows up changes, and it's a little bit distracting to me. And many people ask it in the past, especially. This is actually a shout out to Christoph Rumpel. Is actually he asked this for years for his streams because he wanted to have like absolutely clean view for PhpStorm, and there's no way to disable it. Whoops. So you can make it compact with. Yeah, you can make it compact view, but it's still there is this icon. So there is no this icon here default. So you still get highlightings.
Yeah. I mean, this is good. This is the thing you notice, right? You don't.
Yeah, but if you don't have this icon, but you still you can still enable it if you want to, but it's not available there by default. So
I mean, that's the mindset of the whole lightweight build, right? Everything's there. You can enable it, but it's opt-in instead of having to opt out of like 10,000 things.
Yeah, the other thing is some plugins. So what I didn't like is sometimes when I open projects, you see this a lot of pop-ups saying like, "Hey, do this, do that, and that." So this should. Okay, I'm not gonna say all of them are gone, but many of them will be either not shown at all, or shown at different moments when you actually need it. Let me show you an example. So, for example, this project is a PhpStorm dev. This is the project of this website. It uses Vite, or I don't know, Vite. I don't know how to pronounce it. Vite. Okay, let's call it Vite. So in the past, with the normal PhpStorm, if you open it, it immediately shows you this icon saying either install plugin or enable plugin, or maybe the plugin is enabled by default. And it does the same for other plugins as well. But here it will only show up when you open config file.
Oh, okay.
So if you open config file, then it tells you install the plugin if you want, but not like distracting you the startup and everything. The same with Composer. So with the normal PhpStorm, when you open PhpStorm, it says like, hey, maybe update Composer dependencies or something like that. And I was thinking, like, when I open project, do I actually think about updating these dependencies? Why do I need this notification every time? And this notification is not actually free, because it has to go through your dependencies, understand if there are updated dependencies. And although this part is done on the background, it still takes up time and resources. So again, this notification will now only appear if you open Composer JSON. And here's the thing. In the normal PhpStorm, if you click update or install here, it will do. I'll show you. Actually, I'll open Composer JSON. If I do install here, it runs it like in a separate run configuration, which sometimes is not. It's not convenient, basically, because you cannot follow up here. For example,
this is read only, right?
Yeah, it is read only. So, and it also, if my terminal is open, it kind of switches me in context. So what we did here is, if I run it, it just opens a terminal tab, and that's it. And then it runs, and then you can immediately follow up with things, and do what you want, or just close it, and you don't lose context because you're still in the terminal. And again, this is your normal terminal, so all the colors and stuff, it basically is the same terminal. So we don't need to do hacks, because the run configuration it's not terminal, it's different. All right, I think so one more thing, or maybe actually a few things. In the main PhpStorm, sometimes you have this is actually quite important one, because this is maybe not such an obvious thing.
Mm-hmm.
So here you sometimes have gutter icons. Maybe I actually disabled them, but sometimes you have like let's go. Yeah, like this icon.
Yeah.
That this is choose implementation.
Yeah.
The thing is that these icons are also not free.
Because of course, because you're. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
Because to show this icon, you need to go through the whole index and just find these implementations.
Yeah.
But you don't. Well, I was thinking, okay, do I need this all the time? I mean, it's nice that it shows up here, but also I don't need it like all the time. It's a little bit, I think, like extra information showing up always.
Yeah.
But also the problem is, okay, I don't mind it showing up always
Mm-hmm.
if it's free, but it's not free.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So in light mode, I actually application. Is this one? Anyway, so it doesn't show it like
Yeah. Just go to the interface. Yeah.
Yeah. So it doesn't show these icons by default. And again, this is a tiny thing, because if you want implementations, you can still find. Okay, I don't know why I didn't find the.
No, because it's a vendor.
Okay.
It doesn't index like so many levels deep in vendor. That's normal.
Okay. But my point is that this is it doesn't show. You still can click on the interface and it'll show up the implementations, but it will be done on demand.
Yeah.
So it will be like when you actually need it.
Yeah.
So there is a little bit less overhead in here. This one, I understand that some people may not like it, so we're actually looking for feedback. If you think that this is too intrusive, if you still think this should be enabled by default, let us know, please, because this one I feel like it's not that. What was the word I'm looking for? Anyway, you got it. It's not straightforward, not 100%.
Okay, yeah. By the way, folks in chat, because quite a lot of people are watching, if like give us just one emoji to let us know what are your initial feelings about this. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Like we said, this is an experiment. Things might still break with this build, but what do you think about this direction and this thought experiment that we try to make it more lightweight, but by just like removing stuff that are opt out by default and making it opt in. So give us a thumbs up or down in chat. That would be nice. I know many people are watching, and take 1 second of your time to give us an emoji. By the way, Roman, while people are writing their thumbs up and downs, can you also show the startup time difference?
Yeah, well, I don't have, like, let's do it. I will remove caches. Yeah, I will remove caches.
Restart.
Just need to. So yeah, some things.
Yeah, the errors there.
Yeah, so there is this analysis. So what I added here, if you see, it's a files counter. Can you see it?
Yeah.
So yeah, there is.
That's good, but now you removed caches, right? So this was startup time with caches removed.
Yeah.
Which you don't always do. Can you just like quit this PhpStorm and then reboot it again? Without.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah,
So
there's
for the people who like don't often boot PhpStorm,
yeah.
this is quite fast, right?
Let's do it again. There were like again, as I said, there's some things may break.
Yeah, sure. But like we said, this is experimental, and don't worry about like some warning pop-ups. We're working on that. But so let's reboot again. I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah. So the idea is like you can see that it's built in stages.
Yeah.
So it shows you the window right away. Then it loads the text. It's already editable and everything.
Yeah.
And then it enhances the text with like extra things.
Yeah, but I mean, you're in a vendor dependency here, so that's not
Yeah.
really.
Yeah. So there is a like for example, let's use this one. So because this one, I feel like it's
this could have been like a project file that's open when you close the PhpStorm and then when you restart it. That's like
let's close this one. And I'm a little bit nervous because some things may break.
Yeah, I mean it's.
Yeah, as I said, this
is pretty.
Oh, okay. So this one is because of the LinkedIn.
Yeah. But it's okay if things break. I mean, people know that it is an experiment, but I think you can see a difference there. You really need to stop clicking the name.
No, but it's like
this
it's
is really
almost instantaneous. So it's
where's the splash screen?
I removed it because here's the thing. Why would you need the splash screen?
It's so fast.
It's just taking time, you know.
Can you just for comparison boot like the normal version?
Okay, maybe the normal version also will be fast. We'll see.
Yeah,
but let me do this. But I need to launch normal version with Toolbox.
Yeah.
Because I don't know which. It's this one.
No. That's
I mean,
clearly different. That is a lot.
Yeah, but it is like again, maybe my laptop is super performant, and again, there's a bunch of optimizations.
Yeah.
Done in the main branch, but you could see there was this composer update.
Yeah.
Check here. There was this splash screen showing up, so it was still, I think, like twice longer.
Yeah, for sure.
And again, for me, it was like a second or 2 seconds on the light version, and maybe 4 seconds here. But again, it's M4 MacBook, so it's quite performant.
Oh, yeah, fancy MacBook over there.
But yeah, I mean, imagine if it's not the latest MacBook.
Yeah, sure, but people need to try it out, right?
Multiple projects. So, for example, especially I think when you open multiple projects, here is actually, I think it.
Oh, is this the light version?
Yeah, this is the light version.
This is insanely quick because I often work in 3-4 projects. Just opening them when it's already booted takes a lot more time.
Yeah. So it's again, it's.
That's nice. But people need to try it out, right? Because as you say, with your fancy M4 MacBook Pro, it might be different, but people really need to try it out and compare it, and then give us feedback.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So maybe I forgot something. So there on this page, I actually tried to like list all the things that are enabled, or disabled by default, what you can expect. Some, for example, this thing I mentioned, this thing I also mentioned, compact UI by default also. I mean, again, it's always for me by default breadcrumbs disabled. There's if in commit messages there is in commit dialog. Here there's also a smaller version.
Oh yeah, good.
Smaller menu. But we also should make other menus, maybe polish other menus as well.
Yeah.
Composer and terminal tab. I mentioned database loads on demand. So there should be an icon. When you click on it, and it will tell you, like, for some reason it didn't show up for me. Maybe that's a bug. But usually there should be like an icon here.
Okay.
And a database icon, but it's grayed out by default. When you click it, it actually installs the plugin, database plugin. So it only installs it when you need it.
Yeah.
Then there is skipping some far files for indexing.
Perfect. That also means that, because when you install PhpStorm, by the way, in a project, or Rector, one of the two, or maybe both, they come with like a far file of their own vendor dependencies, which is needed because it should be able to run in a broken project, because that's kind of what they need it for. But that got indexed, and it always led to like weird things being included in the index. So
yeah, it may have some side effects. In some projects it may be needed, I don't know. But I felt like if you need it, like if you're more advanced and you sometimes need it, you can still enable it.
For sure.
There is this smart mode toggle. Again, was inspired by a tweet from Jeffrey. It's here. So in theory, it should like when it's enabled, it does more things. But I disable it all the time. And it's still smart enough.
Okay.
There is a slight difference, like it is smarter and maybe a little bit more heavier when it's enabled.
Right.
By default, it's disabled, and it's still like most of the things should work. So there's one thing I usually do. It's not enabled, but you can see it here. It's memory consumption. So you can enable it here, memory indicator, and so you can see the memory consumption. Here, if you can see, I even lowered my heap size just to make it because when the heap size is reached, you'll see a notification saying like low memory or something like that. And I wanted to make sure that this consumes less memory and show it sooner. So I don't know why it's jumping here and there, but or growing, something's weird.
It's because your cursor is blinking.
Maybe, I don't know. There's some.
This is something we need to, like, these are the things we need to find out, right? Oh, he just did a garbage collector.
Probably.
Hey, I got a question, by the way, pretty important question here from the chat. They installed like the light version. Good. Thank you for trying it out immediately. Definitely share your feedback as well. But question about it is that when you install it, it reuses your settings from the full version. Is there a way to just get a clean install?
That's a good point. Honestly, I don't know. I don't have answer. So there's definitely a way. I just don't know. I don't have quick answer how to do it. So
what we're gonna do, Roman, is just this is a really important question. I know many people will have it. We'll just add it on the landing page as well as I'm giving you it to do.
No, that makes sense.
Just like for both cases, people who want to reuse their settings, people who don't want to reuse it. Maybe we can even build it into the UI on first startup or something. I'm just giving you more work now, but
it makes sense. It makes sense because I actually noticed that it reused my settings, and this error pop-up that appeared, it was because it was trying to reuse settings. And also some plugins may not be disabled because it kind of tries to, and then it can mess up your main installation in theory. So I need to think. If you install it from Toolbox, then Toolbox would take care of that.
Yeah, but it's not in
This
Toolbox
field
yet.
is not on Toolbox, no.
So,
So yeah, we'll take care of this soon.
yeah, cool. Other question here: will PhpStorm be rewritten on Rust? You need to realize that you don't just casually rewrite 25 years of code to another programming language. That doesn't happen. And there is I think little incentive to do a full rewrite, because these days it's like Java is already pretty performant, right?
Yeah. I think. Well, honestly, there is this famous article by Joel Spolsky, and I like it. There's things you should never do.
Mm.
And what he mentions Netscape, which some younger people may not remember, but this is like the first browser.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point they decided to rewrite it from scratch.
Yeah.
And basically that was the end for them.
Yeah.
So and he says that this is a thing that you should never do, rewrite from scratch, which I still think he's like again, Star Wars quote, only Sith think in absolutes. So you need to, like, I think there are always pros and cons to anything. So I think there are cases when you need to do it or have to do it, or when it's a good choice. But you have to be careful with this. I don't think it's a really like a straightforward decision to rewrite everything in Rust.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. By the way,
again, it's like super performant platform.
Mm-hmm.
There are problems with Java platform, but yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No. It's a very good point. This is a good blog post as well. Definitely worth to read.
Yeah.
For people who are joining just now or haven't like missed the start of the stream, we're talking about PhpStorm, a lightweight build that we're experimenting with. You can go to phpstorm.dev and try it out yourself. Still work in progress. The idea is that it's many things just opted out by default, and you can still enable them if you want to, like a couple of plugins, and we also made the many context menus easier to use, and just less things overall, and it seems to be working very, very well. Definitely still room for lots of feedback. So if you go to this page here, phpstorm.dev/lightmode, you can also leave your feedback on uTrack. There's a button somewhere at the bottom of the page. Really important for all of you to do that, because that way we can actually together build a better PhpStorm. And it's already really great, for the record. But there is always room for improvement, and so that's what we're trying to do.
Absolutely, yeah. We generally want to make it the best experience for PHP developers, and that PHP developers have the best tooling in the industry compared to any other language.
Yeah. Do you enjoy writing Java? For the record, both Roman and I don't really write Java. Roman, you're the lead for PhpStorm, so you're a manager.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't mind, but I still, of course, enjoy writing PHP a lot more.
Yeah, me as well. I remember writing Java from the Minecraft server plugin days. That was my Java experience. But I'm stuck with PHP for the past 10 years, and I'll probably continue to do so because I really like it.
I mean, like, okay, I'm using many technologies, and I see that there are so many great ideas in other technologies that PHP could adopt. But PHP is just, I don't know, it's super productive, super comfortable. And
by the way, Roman, can I share something with you and all the people watching here? I don't know if I should, but first of all, a small point of feedback: the link to the Discord server doesn't seem to be an invite link, but just the channel link. So you have to change that as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's a channel link. I don't know.
Is it to the community Discord?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll send you the correct link after the stream.
Yeah, so it's JetBrains community.
Yeah.
And it's this one.
You can, if you
it's invite to
yeah,
channel.
that's the link you need. Then that one.
But this
that goes to the
won't be to,
yeah.
to the,
You still need that one, I think. I don't think you can link directly to the channel.
okay. Well, okay then.
Oh yeah, I wanted to tell you something, right?
Sure, go ahead.
Because we were talking about PHP and how much we enjoy it, and like I'm I'm currently working on a little new thing, which will probably also go on this YouTube channel in a long while. But it's a getting started with PHP kind of course,
Okay.
where, because I really want people to understand what a great language it is if you're coming from other languages. And the resources that are currently out there, both on the official PHP website, but also even PHP the right way, like they are good, but Roman, they can be so much better. And I've talked about it on this channel as well, how PHP has a marketing problem, mostly, I find. And that onboarding process is just so crucial. And whether you're onboarding people on a programming language or a software tool or even outside of IT entirely, it's so important to be able to tell a story, I find, and to have people understand your train of thought more than just a brain dump of facts and step-by-step guides. And so that's what I'm working on behind the scenes at the moment, Roman.
Nice.
And yeah, I'm actually super excited about it. I'm writing a lot. It takes a lot of time, but yeah, I hope it will be helpful. It will be open source as well, so people can pitch in. Because of course, I don't know everything, right? So I'm not the one and only best expert in PHP. So I really need people to pitch in and help with it. So yeah, that's work in progress. Nice. Just a little teaser there. Nothing live yet, but yeah, it's something I'm excited about.
Cool. Yeah, I didn't know about it, but I think it's super cool. Definitely something that, yeah, many times few people approach me asking like, hey, can you recommend a source where to start with PHP? And I mean, of course, I used to send PHP the right way, but here's the thing: PHP the right way is not how you start a tutorial. You know what I mean? So it's like a nice compilation of good sources.
Yeah.
But it's not like a guide step by step. So there's a huge barrier for a person who has never dealt with PHP to get started. When he receives this link, he's still like, oh, what do I do with this? I mean, I think there's probably there are probably LLMs who can answer to this, but LLMs, okay, they base their knowledge on what's available on the web, right? So the more we actually create, the better the LLM's output would be as well. One thing, by the way, I wanted to share real quick. It's absolutely random. A friend of mine yesterday reported a bug in PhpStorm.
Yeah.
Let me show it to you. He showed me. Today, I might need to show it in scratches. This one. Okay, this one. So PhpStorm highlights this. Type self cannot be part of intersection type. And he told me why. This is not true, because it works. And it works in PHP 8.5.
Yeah.
No, but it doesn't in PHP 8.4.
Oh, really? Yeah, they did make some changes to the
but
type system.
Here's the thing. The reason why this is highlighted in PhpStorm is because this change was never documented. There was no RFC. There was no upgrading. So if you go to wait a second. If you go to PHP with PHP/PHP src, So there is a release page, right? So php.net releases, I guess.
Yeah.
So this page, right? So this is just like a highlight, just highlights of the most important, most interesting stuff.
Yeah.
But if you want to check everything that has been changed, you go to upgrading.
Yeah.
So this actually contains everything that has been changed, and all the behavior changes and everything. But this tiny change wasn't documented, and it's actually a great change because it's now it's a correct change.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's like an optimization, but it just wasn't documented. So I reached out to actually what I did, so where I was leading with it.
Yeah.
I asked Claude, does PHP allow this? And Claude was super confident saying, yes, PHP doesn't allow this.
Yeah.
And it gave me a link to RFC. What was the RFC name? Give me a second. It was okay, I forgot the RFC, but it was the RFC where this intersection types, this one.
Okay, yeah.
And here it actually says parent self-static technically feasible, but so they are forbidden.
Yeah.
So it indexes this page and says that it's forbidden. So the LLM is super confident about this. So that's what I'm trying to say. This is why this tutorials documentation is super important, because otherwise,
we've come full circle now. Okay, I get it. I get it.
Yeah. So I reported this bug in the documentation page, and so if you have time,
Roman is gone.
It's gone. The bug is gone.
No. You were gone for a second.
Okay. So if you want to contribute to PHP, you can go.
Well, we're watching a slideshow now. He'll be back. I hope it's not my... No, it's not my connection this time. Luckily.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's your... this time it's
my connection.
It's a you problem, Roman, not mine.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I think it's my connection. I don't know. Am I back? Am I good?
You're back. You're good.
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so this is the link. If you have time and want to contribute to PHP, it's pretty...
it's good.
I'm gone.
No, you're not gone. No. Let me continue to wave to make sure that you're you can be confident in speaking. No, yeah, but so you were saying that this is something.
So that was my point.
Okay, cool. So thank you for giving that slideshow at the very end. I think he's gone again. Yeah. Okay.
But I don't know if we need to wrap up.
Yeah, we need like it's all breaking down. It's not coming back. Roman, what I'm...
But I think that's a sign of we need to wrap up.
Yeah, it is. It is a clear sign. What I'm gonna do, Roman, is I'll say bye to people on stream after we've ended this call, so that you don't have to sit through the slideshow any longer. But thank you for joining, Roman. And thank you for working on this this I think really cool idea. So PhpStorm.dev. By the way, Roman, I'm gonna say goodbye to you. I'm gonna continue here on the stream for 5 more minutes, something like that. But
okay, cool.
Thank you, and see you soon.
Thanks for having me. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye bye. So yeah, there. Let me here I am again. Yeah. So. Let's see, PhpStorm.dev. we still need to work on the front end, folks. But I'm really excited about this. I installed the build this morning, but I haven't done any coding yet. But this is yeah, I think really important, and it will help us be better in many things. So I hope you want to try it out. And once again, leave your feedback on Utrecht here. That would be really appreciated. Let me see here. There was one more thing I wanted to tell you, but I kind of forgot. So it is what it is. We're gonna wrap up for today. Thank you for staying here with us and leaving your feedback. It was really appreciated. And then I will see you, well, in a couple of days when a new video gets published. So have a great day and the rest of a great week, and see you soon. Okay, bye bye.